Hey guys, what's going on? Shadylikeatree here, and welcome into episode 35 of Reminiscing with Shady. It's been 6 months of hiatus due to some technical issues, but hey, we're back again for this episode, even if it is only a temporary back until I can get things completely resolved. So what we have here is we have Chex Quest, and this was a promotional game that came with Chex Mix cereal in the mid-90s. Actually, this game was released in 1996. It was developed and published by Digital Cafe. It basically is a recreation, a non-violent recreation, let me clarify that, of Doom. Basically what they did is the makers of this game got the code for Doom and completely remade it into a non-violent, non-bloody version. And basically the goal is to shoot the green men, and you don't actually kill them, you don't injure them, you teleport them to an unknown location, and you just try to save the citizens and free them from these people who are invading and or getting ready to invade your homeland. You're a human in a Chex Mix suit, armor thing. It's weird. I don't know. So the object of the game basically is you have to get access to these certain areas via colored keys. And you have to get the colored keys by exploring a level. And I've played this first level probably... It's been at least 10 years. Well, it's been more than 10 years now. It's been, I would say, 20 years at least since I last played this. This game came out in 1996. Maybe not 20 years. Maybe 15, 10, between 10 and 15 years since I've last played this. I actually have a downloadable version on my computer that has all 3 games, but the only bad thing is that it doesn't save. There's no ability to save, even though in the original game you could save. You can't on the version that I have for some reason I've yet to figure out and discover, but this game is fun nonetheless. In 1997, I was 7-8 years old, and this is kind of... I've talked about this game before. This was sort of my first foray, my first experience when it comes to first-person shooters. And I hadn't really played much video games up until this point. I think this was about the time that I got my PlayStation 1, and I had gotten Crash Bandicoot, and there's the end of the first level. That first level I've all but memorized. I mean, I had it memorized back in the day, but these days I don't really remember it too much. And as you can see, par on the level is a minute 50, and I come in about a minute longer than that. But it was my first time playing it since I came back. And right here, I'm about to do a little treat for I Am Spoon. I'm about to use the spoon to teleport some of these creatures back to where they belong. Spoon, buddy, if you're watching, this one's for you. Me spooning the creatures of death and destruction and evil. And I take a little damage doing it, but you know, it's all in the name of fun, and it's all in the name of shenanigans. So you get a bunch of different weapons. You get the spoon. If you run out of ammo, you get the original Zorch machine. This little thing, it's not very powerful. You get sort of a machine gun version of it, and then you get sort of a cannon version of it, and then you get a basically a 3-burst assault rifle version of it. See, this is the machine gun version that I was telling you about, and it fires pretty good clip. So this is, and right now I'm just clearing out enemies for when I come back. It just makes it easier if you just clear them out all at once. And as you can see, I quickly dispatched them with this gun. But in a minute here, I'm going to unlock the 3-round burst gun, and that's my favorite one to use. So I will use that as soon as I acquire it. And right now I'm just stocking up on the Zorch beams. I'm going to take a quick second and look up the names of these green dudes, because I remember it was always really weird. So just give me one quick second. Oh, they're Flemoids. That's right. They're Flemoids. I remember. Yeah, the Flemoids. Those are those little green dudes. And there's kind of 4 different levels from this point in the game. There's the no feet kind of zombie looking creatures that don't have any feet. And then there's the feet creatures, which are the next step up. And then you have the brain-looking dudes who don't have any arms or feet, but they're in kind of this flying machine. Those are kind of the third level guys. And then towards the end of this level, the fourth level guys, which are walkers, the dudes with feet and arms, but they also have armor and they shoot from a pretty good distance at you. And when I was a kid, and that's the 3-round burst weapon I was telling you guys about. When I was a kid, I would play this for just hours and hours and hours on end, and I would and there I have the yellow. See, this is the 3-round burst that you can fire once or 3 times. As a kid, I would play this all the time. I mean, this was really my first video game. I mean, I'm struggling to remember if I had Crash first, but I'm about 95% positive that I had this first, because I think I didn't get Crash until the following year, or the following Christmas. This was, I think, I got this in the early part of the year, and then I got Crash kind of around Christmas time. But to me, this game is just, I mean, it's fun and it's easy and it's laid back. And when I was just recording this gameplay for it, I was just like sitting there and I was all chill and everything was cool. And there's a one shot. It's ridiculous. I have this on the medium level, maybe. I don't remember what I set it to. I just hit enter. But it's so much fun. And here in well, actually, it's not for a few more minutes now, but I actually miss a big part. I forget to get the red key here in a second that I'm going to need. And so I have to backtrack, actually, so you'll see the game do a super fast mode, as only Use Me Blade would say. And so there's that. You get these little water packs, give you 1% health bonuses, I believe. I believe a plate of vegetables is like 50%, and a plate of fruit might be 25%. But you can have no more than 200% health and no more than 200% armor. And as you can see, I'm very close to both, so it won't let me pick up any more health packs. But I have tons of Zorch. That's a problem on the harder levels, is that there's not much Zorch lying around on the ground. So you gotta really get at it. And here I'm looking for the blue key, which is back here in the corner. And then on the other levels where the red key is, but I totally clear out all the enemies and forget to pick it up. So I have to I go all the way down back to where I'm supposed to go, and then I'm like, I realize, oh crap, I forgot to get the key. So then I have to backtrack all the way back and go get the red key. What else can I say about this game? This was my first computer game. I can confirm that without a shadow of a doubt. Before this, really the only thing I had was Math Blaster, which I'm trying to get my hands on a copy that I can actually play. It's been incredibly difficult to find one. I have a physical copy of it, but it's I think it's either a 16-bit or a 32-bit game, and I have a 64-bit systems, as most modern systems are, and I have absolutely no way to play it and record it at the same time with Fraps's requirements. So if any of you have any suggestions on that, please feel free to shoot those my way. That's the 3rd level guy right there I was telling you about earlier. He's kind of a blob in a machine that flies and shoots stuff at you, and there's a bunch of them in the hallway. And like I said, that these levels in the first game, I'm pretty sure that all of them were taken directly from Doom. They just changed the textures on them, and I think they updated it a little bit, but other than that, they really didn't do much. Instead of killing, you teleport, and there's no blood, and there's just slime everywhere. They replaced all the blood with slime, which is hilarious. I mean, this game actually has some pretty cool sound. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take like 30 seconds or so, and I'm going to pause, and I'm going to amplify the sound so you guys can kind of hear the soundtrack, because it's pretty fun. I mean, it's rudimentary, but it's awesome at the same time. So give me just a quick second. Alright, and that was a sample of the sound, and I don't know, something about that just makes it feel like, you know, you're just relaxed playing this game. You're maybe eating cereal, or we're eating cereal, or you're waiting to go to school, because that's when I did play this the most, was before my dad would take me to school. I would play this as he was getting ready, and it wasn't quite time to leave yet. I would play this, and I played it, usually when I got home in the afternoons for a few minutes, and not a long time, because I didn't really play a lot of video games I didn't play for long periods of time as I do now-ish. I mean, I don't think I play for super long periods of time. But right here, I've made the realization that, oh crap, I don't have the red key. I need the red key to get in here and get the thing that I need to switch. So I make the realization, well, I better just finish off these guys in the blue area and then go back and get the red key. And there are always, in every level, there are 3 keys: the red, the yellow, and the blue. And so sometimes you have to get all 3, sometimes you don't have to get all 3. And I should have flipped that lock right there, and that would have let me in, but I wanted to be a perfectionist and kind of do the level up for you guys. But anyway, as I was saying, there's always the red, the blue, and the yellow key, and those give you the special access codes to the areas. And once you have the special access here, as I do a super fast motor, because I went to go track down the red key, and it just took me a minute to get there because I couldn't remember which side it was on, and I was all backwards and turned around and confused, and then I finally remembered and realized where it was, and here I am. So got the red key and got what's important, and now we're gonna super fast mode it again, I do believe. Yep. And we're gonna go fight the final bit of this level. This is the biggest level to my knowledge. I played the 3rd level after this, and it's much quicker than this level. This level's just huge because it's a storage facility, and I guess it's a carbon copy of Doom, so I'm assuming the 2nd level of Doom is huge too, although I've never really played it. And here we go. I get here, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I forget to hit the lock, which was dumb of me. And I'm like, oh, right. Yeah, that's right. I have to go back and hit that button. So I go all the way back around to hit the button. And sure enough, I'm messing around. I don't remember what I saw over there, but I saw something, so I was messing around. But I realized, again, I made another mistake, and I can't go back through. And then I remembered there's the other one over here that I have to flip to, that I hadn't flipped. So I go and flip it, and then everything's kosher, I do believe. And then we finish off the level here. But guys, this has been Reminiscing with Shady, episode 35. It's been a great, fun episode. I have enjoyed it thoroughly. And right here, teleported to the final bits. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. And as soon as I get a couple things squared away with my dazzle, I need to purchase a new old dazzle. I need to get an old style dazzle to fit my needs perfectly. To do more of these episodes. But in the meantime, I'm going to try to do some stuff that I can do on the PC that I don't need my dazzle for. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next episode or the next video. So take care, peace, love, and rock and roll.